Have you ever wondered why lawyers get into trouble first with the South African Revenue Services and then with the authorities because of the trust account? This is why. But before I tell you, just a short disclaimer, this is only for information and education and it does not serve as professional help. My name is Olivia and I am the owner of Profits and Books Bookkeeping and Accounting Services. Have you ever read, and if you are a lawyer and you're watching this, have you wondered why the hell am I in trouble right now? This is why. Lawyers normally have two accounts. They have the trust account and then they have the business account. The trust account is the money that the client pays the lawyer before any services has been rendered. It's like a prepayment system. So that money does not belong to the lawyer. So if the client comes tomorrow and said, I've given you 10,000 Rand and you've only used 5,000, I want my other 5,000 Rand back. That money must be there. But of course, in reality, we know it's not the case. You know, and I know for a fact, especially come January, if you have clients as a lawyer and they pay you 40,000, 50,000 and you've been going during the festive season and now you overspent, you're a little bit broke. Your children need stationery, they need school uniforms, if you are one of those who waited until the last minute. And then there are other things. You know, they say January has 74 days. So now you find, oh, my client paid me 40,000 Rand. This will close a lot of holes. You take 10 or 20,000 Rand out of the account, the trust account. The services have not been rendered and you put it into your business account. Is this a problem? First of all, yeah, it is a problem. You're breaking the law, but you won't be caught if you manage to put the money back. But now the problem comes if lawyers don't put the money back. You find it started with 10,000, it grew to 20,000, and before you know it, it's 20 million that you have taken out of the trust account. And now people want their money, and you don't have the money to pay them. What is the outcome? You go to jail, Baba. There's no two ways about it. The other reason how lawyers get into trouble is with the South African Revenue Services. They either don't submit tax returns, or they submit late, or they underreport. Underreport is when you make 5 million and you put 00 on your tax returns. If Sars catches you doing that, you will get into trouble. You also don't submit VAT because you have never registered for VAT. Because you never found someone to do it for you because you think you can do it on your own. And DIY, it leads to a go to jail card. Another thing, hey, lawyers, South Africans, when you read all the headlines, Sars will forgive you for company taxes that hasn't been filed. They will forgive you for pay as you earn that hasn't been filed. But when it comes to VAT, this is how you also end up with a go to jail, a free card to go to jail. Say for instance, you have submitted, your practice is like 10, 11 years old. You have submitted for the 5-6 years, or let's make it more realistic. Your practice is 5 years old, right? You have submitted for the first 3 years 0 tax returns. So obviously when there's 0 tax returns, 0, it's no turnover, dololo, nothing. SARS assumes that you didn't make money, your business wasn't operational. It might have been a dormant company. That's the assumption when it's 0. So now year 3. Remember those other years that you have submitted. You have been making money, but you just choose to put 0. Fine. People do that. Many business owners do that when you start out. Then it comes year 3. You now decide to do the right thing. You submit. You underreport when it comes to VAT. You submit. Now you finally decided I'm going to register for VAT. It's the right thing to do. I'm registered for pay as you earn. It's the right thing to do. Everything you do it by the book. But now, remember, you didn't submit VAT the other years. Now you submit VAT and you inflate the VAT returns so that you can get money back from Sars. I mean, the VAT submissions you inflated, now you get a VAT return from Sars. And the VAT return, we're not talking about like 2,000 or 5,000. You inflate it so you get 2 million rand back from Sars. You know what you're doing now? You're inviting Sars to take a look, because how is it that this dude or this woman, for the previous years, they did not submit VAT returns, and now suddenly they want a refund of 2 million. That is a go to jail free card, or you will be hit with massive penalties. If you want to rob SARS and at the same time you want a refund from SARS, you are writing your own go to jail ticket. Because the moment you ask for a refund, SARS is going to look at you. They're going to investigate you. And the one thing they don't forget, they don't forgive or negotiate, it's VAT returns or VAT fraud. So if you want to do the right thing, do it right from the beginning. Do it properly. Because when SARS catches you, already they will forgive you. They will even forgive you if you submit late and maybe you didn't pay, you underreported. They will say, here's the difference of what you owe us, pay that. But if you want a refund, while at the same time you were hiding how much you were making, SARS is coming after you. So these are the 3 reasons why lawyers, I'm here speaking specifically about lawyers, why they get in trouble. Because you guys, you don't like paying people when they deliver a service. And I apologize if I generalize, but I speak from experience. We had a legal dispute years ago. The lawyer's admin was in a mess. We would get an invoice after 2 months, 20,000, 10,000 rand. After 2 months, as ordinary people. That was long before I became an accountant. You know why? Because his admin was in a mess. He didn't have a payroll system. He was a DIY person. And as a lawyer, when you are a DIY person, you cause chaos and you cause unnecessary stress and you cause a mess for your clients. Do the right thing. Get a professional to manage your accounting for you. We are many accountants, there are many bookkeepers, many tax practitioners. Get them in your corner, prepared to pay a bucket full of money, because to untangle the mess, it's going to require expertise and time, and you will pay for my time. So I thank you. If you need any help, leave a comment below. You will also find my email address, cell phone number, as well as the website on how and where you can get in touch with me. Please like, share, and subscribe.